Our brain is a wonderful thing. It has the ability to take in loads of information from our senses, put all that into stories, scan the stories for threats, and then bring those threats to our attention. It's like a software program that just runs on autopilot. And it's a genius little program to have running if you're living on the Seringetti and the only means of defending yourself is a long pointy stick. Not so great out here in entrepreneur land, where the world is our competition and the threats to our business and our lifestyle and our social status are everywhere. Every entrepreneur struggles with negative thoughts, no matter how their Instagram feed looks. Fortunately, negative thoughts are not your destiny. They do not dictate the outcomes, especially if you're armed with a toolkit of ways to handle them. Today, we're sharing one of the most useful and simple mental exercises I've ever found. It's going to help you distance yourself from negative thoughts instantly and strip them of their power. I'm pumped. Let's get into it.
I have something in my pocket right now that'll completely clear up that bruise on your forehead.
What bruise?
That bruise.
There's this martial art called Akido, and even though it's been around since the 20s, if you're anything like me, you probably first saw it in a Steven Seagal movie from the 80s.
Get him! Get him, man!
Aikido is really unique because it's about redirecting the energy of your attacker. It's moving with instead of moving against. It's not about meeting force with force. And this all ties into negative thoughts because we can use the same harmonious, energetic approach to dealing with our negative thoughts. In his book, Get Out of Your Mind and Into Your Life, the author Stephen Hayes gives a variety of exercises for putting some distance between yourself and your thoughts. The one that I found the simplest and most useful is called labeling, and I think of it as mental Aikido. The thoughts come at us and we just do a little sidestep and let them pass by. The goal of exercises like this is to create some distance so that we can stop identifying with our thoughts as if it were us speaking. It's not us, it's just how we're wired. It's that little software program running in the background, scanning for threats. Before I share the actual exercise, remember, this channel exists for entrepreneurs who want to get to the next level of influence, impact, and income without giving up your lifestyle or your integrity. So if that resonates, make sure to do all the like and share and subscribe-y things that tells YouTube that you enjoy the video. Now, here's the exercise, and you don't have to be in a Zen or yoga pose for this. You don't have to do it for a long period of time. But if you do dedicate some chunks of time to it, it makes it easier to pull it out in those off-the-cuff moments when you need it. And the exercise is really simple. You just watch your thoughts and give them each a label. You might use labels like past or future or fear or boredom. And it's like, oh, that was a fear thought, or oh, that was a boredom thought. I'm just thinking things to like fill the space. Side note, if you're an introvert like me, you'll probably find those past and future labels coming up a lot because we tend to get in our head. Or you might label them according to the threat that your thoughts are trying to protect you from, things like embarrassment or loss or discomfort even. For anyone that's tried intermittent fasting, you know the thoughts that come up when you skip a meal, and it's all about avoiding minor discomfort of being hungry for a couple of hours. Your experience might be different, but I found that it doesn't really do any good to get really rigid about how I label the thoughts. I get 80% of the benefit just by coming up with a label in the moment. If you notice a consistent theme in your thoughts, one of the suggestions of the book is to actually give that a name, like a person's name. For example, my inner voice that tells me to snack and overeat, I call him Jerry, after the kid from Heavyweights, because that helps me personify and create some distance because I know that voice isn't actually me. Here's the timeless principle in all this. Having negative thoughts are just a natural part of being a human being, but they do not dictate the outcome. With simple tools like this labeling exercise, we can just sidestep those negative thoughts, deprive them of their power, redirect the energy in our favor, and keep moving toward our goals. I hope the exercise helps you as much as it's helped me, and there's a bunch of similar exercises in the book, so grab a copy. It is phenomenal. Click right around here for the next video. We'll see you there.